Sam Bankman-Fried faces 115 years in prison. The trial set to begin today, October 3rd. And for most of us that were in the space late last year in 2022, it's probably the biggest learning lesson for all of us. The FTX story was everywhere, plastered everywhere, and it created a black eye in the entire cryptocurrency market. Not to mention, it tanked the entire market and specifically altcoins that were tied to Alameda Research. But for all of us, we're still early to cryptocurrency. We're still in the infancy stages. And I think one day we'll look back on November 2022 as a turning point for crypto. As a point in time where the bad actors started to be weeded out of a growing blockchain and crypto environment that was looking to mature, that was looking to bring in the institutions, bring in the big-time traders, bring in the big money. Now, we could debate about whether that big money is good or bad for crypto, but overall, if we want widespread adoption, we need it. And with things like FTX, that was only hindering our chances of becoming a bigger and bigger market cap as a whole. Right now, the entire cryptocurrency market cap is just a fraction of Apple, the company. But this FTX story, again, was spread like wildfire. And in the short term, it created a negative sentiment around crypto. But long term, this will allow many other people to get in. Now, in this video, I want to talk a little bit about the trial. And I did mention facing 115 years behind bars. Check this out, guys. The executive faces fraud and conspiracy accusations related to the operation and subsequent collapse of FTX. Unlike his colleagues, the FTX founder has pleaded not guilty against all charges against him. So it starts today for Sam Bankman-Fried. He was granted a $250 million bail towards the end of Q4 2022 that had been recognized as the highest pretrial bail bond in the history of the United States. Think about that. In August, U.S. prosecutors asked the court to revoke Bankman-Fried's $250 million bond. The executive was shortly then taken into custody after his lawyers failed to convince the judge not to jail him ahead of trial. Nevertheless, a few days ago, his attempt to get out of jail before the start of the trial was rejected by court. However, his lawyers continue to request the judge overseeing his case for his temporary release. So now we sit back and see what happens. Bankman-Fried's lawyers have argued that such a testimony will serve only to elicit the jury's sympathy and outrage. They propose testimony that this is a unique to this witness would apparently reference hardships and individual circumstances created by the Russian invasion of Ukraine. So they're trying anything right now to keep SBF from going to prison. But the moral of the story here is this is one of the biggest stories of fraud in United States history. And it happened in our cryptocurrency market. And there's a reason why FTX got so big so fast. And so many people were duped by the FTX situation. But again, if we step back and really look at this, it's a big learning lesson. Got to be really careful with centralized exchanges. You know, it's interesting. I listened to a debate last night on self-custody, decentralized wallets, and still holding your money in exchanges. It's clear to me, even very, very smart people with big money like to use FTX, Coinbase, Binance, centralized exchanges to hold their crypto. And it is the path of least resistance to get people in the door. But you're playing Russian roulette. Look what happened with BlockFi, FTX, Celsius. We've got to be very, very careful here in terms of where you hold your crypto, especially if you can't afford to lose it. Some people make a very small percentage of their portfolio in crypto, hold it on Coinbase, and they don't care if they lose it. Their life doesn't change. But for many people, they're trying to create generational wealth. They're trying to create a new future. And it's on the heels of investing in cryptocurrency. And if that's you out there, take it serious. Take your crypto serious. Own your own crypto. Own your keys. Have access to it. And don't let anybody else be the reason why you lose it. That's what I think we've learned most about this situation. So, we're sitting here coming up almost on a year since the date last year. And I think we can now sit back and really look at how much we've learned throughout this process. Let me know what you guys think about this down below. Appreciate you guys as always. And let me know down below, do you think Bankman-Fried gets a huge sentence here? What do you think ends up happening? Let me know. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe as well. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.